Joining us now is the host of the MLS Season Pass, MLS Countdown and Wrap-Up on Apple TV. Kevin Egan joins us. Kevin, thanks for the time tonight. Appreciate it.
Oh, what a great pleasure. What an exciting weekend for Red Bulls fans.
No doubt about it. What has led to the run for the Red Bulls here? They were the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference.
You know, they backed into the postseason as well. Terrible form in the build-up to the playoffs. Nobody saw this coming from the New York Red Bulls. But here's the thing. On decision day, the final day of the regular season, they played against Columbus Crew, the MLS champions. That was the side that the Red Bulls played in the first round of the playoffs. So huge credit has to go to first-year head coach Sandro Schwartz in figuring out the champions, the Columbus Crew, and navigating that series. They swept the champions in 2 games in the best-of-3 series, and they qualify from there. Then they go on to take on New York City. These were the scenes here as Daniel Edelman tucked away the penalty. You love to see that because Edelman's a homegrown player, as is the likes of John Tolkien, the Nealis brothers. They're New York, New Jersey, born and bred, and they bleed Red Bull red. And it's just so cool to see those homegrown stars developing. But you look at the team that went to New York City and won the game, and then of course they go to Orlando. All 3 victories on the road, all 3 victories with a shutout as well. So this team absolutely believes that anything is possible.
All right, how big of a loss is Ricky Puig for the LA Galaxy?
Yeah, enormous. This is a player that came through La Masia, playing alongside Lionel Messi at Barcelona, chose to come to Major League Soccer at 23 years of age, has been the most exciting player in Major League Soccer, not named Lionel Messi this season, and he pulls the strings for the LA Galaxy. He's the metronome in midfield. He's their Steph Curry, if you like. He just makes it happen. So for him to be ruled out with an ACL tear is devastating. The guy played for 30 minutes with a torn ACL, had the game-winning assist against Seattle as well. Massive credit to him, but he's a huge loss. Now the big question is Marco Reus fit to go for the LA Galaxy? He's a Bundesliga legend, German legend, 3-time Bundesliga Player of the Year. And if he's good to go, he'll play in that number 10 position for the Galaxy.
All right, you meant the Galaxy. They've yet to lose a game this year in Carson, California. So give us a little feel. What do the Red Bulls need to do to pull off the upset?
Well, first of all, that statistic is, it's just so hard to believe, given that they finished 13th out of 14 teams last year. Brilliant signings in the offseason, an electric and exhilarating attack going forward. For the Red Bulls, they've got to get in their face. They've got to nearly play tough, that blue-collar style that we've seen from the Red Bulls over the years. And here's the thing. Over the years, with Red Bulls, we've seen the likes of Thierry Henry, Juan Pablo Angel, Tim Cahill, some of these international stars that have come in and shone for the Red Bulls. While this team has Emil Forsberg, they're not a star-studded team. They're a team, though. They work so hard for their coach, Sandro Schwartz. So I think you're going to see real high-octane, high-energy, pun intended here with the Red Bulls, in the face of LA Galaxy. And they're going to make it really difficult.
You know, Kevin, Saturday's the 29th MLS Cup. How have you seen, soccer's the world game, how have you seen MLS, Major League Soccer, grow in this country?
It's been hard to put into words. I started broadcasting in Major League Soccer 12 years ago, and the difference is absolutely stark. Just in what we can actually go and do. First of all, Apple TV, we're traveling to each and every game. This game is free across the world. Over 100 countries, people can watch this final here with our coverage starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're live in Times Square on the Megazilla screen. It's just one of these things that you pinch yourself and say, we've made it to this point so far. Still have a hell of a long way to go to try and catch up with some of the major sports in this country, but soccer's taken big time strides, and hopefully in New York as well, we're going to see this rivalry continue. If the Red Bulls can pick up their first championship, You've got New York City that won in 2021, and you've got that new stadium coming in Queens in just a few years too.
Kevin, can we get a pick? Are you allowed to make selections or no?
I was talking to Bradley Roy Phillips. I'll say this, I'm the host, so maybe I won't do that, but Bradley Roy Phillips, the best Red Bull of all time. I had breakfast with him earlier today, and he said, genuinely, Kev, it's not just my heart. He said, I have a really strong feeling that this is the team that's going to go and do it for the Red Bulls, because they just understand who they are. They're so comfortable within their own skin, and they're going to make it really, really difficult and nasty for the Galaxy to go and play. And with that, they're vicious, and they're really clinical in transition too. So watch for the Red Bulls to play tough and hit them in transition.
Kevin, appreciate it. Enjoy the match on Saturday, and we'll be watching on Apple TV, all right?
Beautiful. Thanks for having me.